Hello everyone, my name is Pascal. I said I was going to be doing inbound outreach whereby I showcase what I do for businesses as a way to get leads and also update everyone on my progress. And this is my first video doing this. So here I want to show us how I do my cold calls. Here I'll be showing us the process I go through and how I do this and how I call and how I follow up. So it's still more of a manual process, and definitely when I close clients, I'll get systems in place that run this on autopilot. So for now, what do I have here? I have my spreadsheet where I keep tracks of. Before I show us anything, first thing first, what we need to know is that outbound systems are structured with 7 components, and these 7 components is what creates outbound system. And and these are what you need to build yourself step by step. And first is you need to you need a scheduler. Second is you need a platform. Third, you need a stimuli, which is your script, your templates, your messaging, which you expose to people. You need your CRM sheet where you log and tracking your data. You need lead sources, and this has to do with where you get your prospects from. It could be social media DMing, it could be calling, it could be via any platform. You need metrics tracker, which is a spreadsheet that is used to track all your data in the process. Because when you talk about outreach is all about data. You see people telling you that they don't have clients or they don't know what to do. But the truth is, when you ask them how many people have you called, how many prospects have you reached out to, how many follow-ups have you done, they're not going to give you a clear response. This shows that they are not really doing enough. Because when you look at people that have closed enough clients, they've made over 4,000, or in fact they made over 40,000 calls for them to get clients and close clients, for them to get prospects and close clients. So what I have here is my spreadsheet of my niche, my city, my business name, phone formatted, my status, and my remark. Sorry for this. Here was an address before, but I want to use this as follow-up. Since it's still manual, I don't really need the address because I know where I'm calling from already. So for those that tell you there are no clients in Nigeria, I'm starting first with prospects in Nigeria, and I'm telling that I already have 3 prospects that I'm hoping to close at the moment. One of them tomorrow I'll be doing a pitch on how my service is better than its previous system, and tomorrow I need to get demographics of another businessman, and by Thursday um I'm supposed to get a job by the special grace of God. So for my niche, I reach out to solar suppliers. And what do? I help distributors slash wholesalers with automating their business process. So the city I'm targeting for now is Lagos. The business name I blot this out and the phone formatted. So for the status, which is very important, the status I these are the comments I usually receive on my calls when I do cold calls. Some of them will tell you they already have a system. Some of them you've already reached out. You call back in the evening. Some will tell you next week. Some will give you a specific day, which I'll add in the remark. Some will tell you some phones don't receive calls, they don't need your service. Follow them up another time, which is what they'll tell you. Call back or expect one, line busy, Neil not answering, not available, send demos, send DMs, send voice notes, switched off, which I now call back. And I'm not very consistent in this because some of them I don't keep track. And one thing I know is that follow up is very stressful. But since it's my first time, I've not closed enough clients, still need to do follow ups. And follow ups is very important in sales because there are some prospects you're going to follow up like 9 good times before they buy from you. So um I go on Google Maps to get my leads. Yes. So I do this manually because I tried using softwares to run my leads and some of them kept repeating and it was not very effective. Although you need to buy enough softwares that you need to subscribe to softwares that run this better. But for now I said I'm going to do this manually. So I go on Google Maps. I already have this. This is very easy to create. This is very easy to create. So the business name and the phone number is what I copy and paste, and the status and this I'm going to update manually. So when I every day I go, I extract 100 business names and phone numbers, and I start calling. Then here I'm going to change the status of what they respond and the remark. And okay, if I scroll, okay, this is where I start updating my remarks properly. Yeah, so this one that you send a proposal. Um, you see, try again or send a DM. You can see here I said kind of rude, and he said he doesn't need my service. Yeah, I think that day was very rude. I still remember this business restart. So um, for somebody out there that is not doing cold calls or not started sending out, that not started outreach, let me tell you one thing: the skill is enough. there are so many resources out there for you to get these skills. But one thing people don't know how to do is when it comes to outreach, and people are scared doing outreach. Some people send DM once, and that's all. They'll go back to learning the same skill. Trust me, when you start building projects for clients, that is still going to teach you. That is enough time to learn from your skill, because building outside a job is different from when you get a job. And I know building outside the job is helpful, but trust me, if you are the kind of person that's very serious, when you get a job, you do everything possible to deliver that job. So um I think outreach is the most difficult. So in my upcoming videos, I'll be showing what I do, how I do it, how I help businesses, my progress on my outreach, and the rest. So um I hope this helps somebody out there to build the grit, to build the resilience it takes to do this stuff. Because trust me, cold calling is kind of scary sometimes, but you still have to do it. Still have to beat that fear and beat that doubt. Because I still get doubts. I still get rejection on the phone. I get hung up on the phone. So it's something that will strip you of your weaknesses. And I'm getting better at it because I was not as scared as the first day. So I know in the future this is something I know I'm going to I want to be part of me. I want it to be part of me. So, if you've not started outreach, I encourage you to go for outreach. Start outreach, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you, guys. Peace.